The green flag is out, and the race is on.
All right. Welcome to the channel. It's the Game Bro. We're going to do something a little bit new here, and what I want to call this Monday morning crew chief, I guess you would say. Talk about the race that happened yesterday. Start going over the NASCAR stuff now. The Southern 500 happened last night, and I want to talk about it. First off, congrats to Eric Jones. That Jones boy, man. Took it to him at the end of the race, albeit some interesting circumstances. I think we were treated to a pretty good race overall. A long race, a 500-miler, a crown jewel at Darlington. But there's a lot of other stuff that happened in this race. A lot of other, it's the playoffs now. NASCAR playoffs, round one, and pretty much anything that could happen to the playoff contenders seemed to fucking happen. My NASCAR pedigree, I've been a fan since the mid-90s. Diehard Tony Stewart fan ever since he came into the series from IndyCar, that other series that came from the split where, that's another video for another time, either way. But I've been watching ever since the mid-90s, real diehard. I can tell you what happened in, any practice session from, I'm a fucking loser, so I can tell you what happened in a practice session from Mansfield in 1999 or in the truck series, you name it. Either way, I'm a big Stewart-Haas guy now. Kyle Larson I cheer for, and we'll start with him. What a recovery for Kyle Larson, finishing, top 15 after being, 4 laps down with some undisclosed engine issue that I haven't heard about yet, but I also haven't really checked. Rough night for the Hendrick guys. I think Bowman was really the only one that didn't have some form of trouble, and you saw he was beating and banging with some guys like Suarez and Bell a couple times. A lot of beating and banging. But Chase Elliott, coming in as favorite, top points. Hits trouble already, doesn't beat the DVP clock. Man, I'm going to say that a lot, DVP. We're all about DVP on this channel. So he's out. He finishes, last? I don't think he's under the playoff cut line yet. I have to check on that. But, yeah, rough night, couldn't fix it. Larson, rough night. Byron's issue with, I guess, what was a header or something like that. Any of those drivers, I run cars a lot. If something in the pitch of the exhaust note's off, you think something's wrong, even if it's not, something's next to you, oh, it's wrong. So rough night there. Gibbs guys, shit, man, it went south fast. And props to Kyle Busch for a not horrible interview. So you really see he's still desperate for some, contract situation. Truex, dominant car, awesome car, was ready to shake up the playoff picture. And, just like that, boom, done. Kyle Busch, same caution flag, was it? I was getting pretty tired at that point. And all of a sudden, I saw, before they said something, I thought I saw some smoke. I didn't know if he was just warming the tires up pretty aggressive. And nope, blows up. That sucks. So who else? Christopher Bell was in a lot of contact. A lot of on-track contact with him and some guys today, So Hamlin left to carry it. Couldn't do anything towards the end there. Thank God. I didn't want to see Denny win. Nobody wants to see Denny win. I don't want it ever to be Denny time again. Kevin Harvick. Right in everything he said in that interview, man. This shit's got to stop with this car. With whether it be it's not totally safe in some of these heavy hits. The car is very stiff. That was one of the things that I thought of when they're going away from the old car to this newer car. This type of car in maybe wasn't designed for those kind of impacts. I don't think you're going to take those SRX cars out to Talladega, run them at 200 miles an hour and expect them to be safe. It's not that idea is, I just don't think that was fully taken into account of, and some of the crash tests early on showed it, but that's got to get sorted out. The fire, no fire should ever come into the, the inside of the car. So that was starting before you even saw it. Oh man, it's been a long Monday already, but that sucks, not just for Harvick, but for the other guys that's happened to. It's also only happened to, Ford drivers this year. I don't know if that's just coincidence, different teams, but, well, not different teams. It happened to Stewart-Haas a couple times. But either way, with the underside of the car being kind of closed off a little bit, is rubber getting built up in there? Is it causing some issues? Is some of the glue they're using on the side panels that go between the body? I don't know. That needs to get sorted out. Fire should not be something the drivers are thinking about because, that gets in your head. That ain't cool. It's starting to rain now. Overall, the racing was great. Darlington's always good. Anytime you get, a track where the tires just go away that fast, you get different strategies. Kind of got fucked towards the end there with that caution. But either way, you got to see guys, I love that. There's nothing like hustling those cars around, especially like the night before, the afternoon before. That Xfinity finish was great. Props to Gregson for taking that one. Great battle. What else? Logano at the top of the points, I think, going into the second round, the playoffs. What is it, Kansas next week? You got Logano in the top spot, and below the cutoff line, you got Cindric, Dillon, Briscoe, and Harvick. Didn't expect to see Harvick there. He was going to have probably a good top 10 night, good Harvick finish, just point his way into the next round. And now, he's kind of fucked. But you also got, Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott, Alex Bowman, Daniel Suarez, all hovering around the cut line, And Suarez was getting up there and kind of got shuffled back after a little bit. He was a pinball. And that one, like the one thing I noticed, that I guess they didn't do a good enough job or whatever, that patch off at turn 2, man. How many times do we see cars hit that and skate sideways, guys letting off to let traffic pass and just hammering that wall? Cody Ware, Stenhouse, even the Trackhouse cars a couple times. I saw that and really got sideways. So that definitely has to get sorted out by next year. But all in all, great Darlington race, great Southern 500. It's been like 55 years since the 43 won there. Petty, had a lot of bad wrecks there. That's another story for another time, as he could go tumbling down the front stretch now in that same Fairlane or whatever car that was. Either way, that's what I thought of the race. I'll try and do this. It's tough to sit down for 4 or 5 hours and watch a race without walking away. That's why I kind of go towards the F1 races, early morning. You do it while you're doing something else. It's a couple hours, not that bad. NASCAR races, hey, middle time of the day, right when I want to make dinner. Get these fucking start times sorted out, man. Fuck those 3 o'clock times. Anyway, until next time, after Kansas, maybe. I don't know if I have some old game footage to throw up here and watch, enjoy my Darlington run. That was a fucking blast to throw up some NASCAR 99 or NASCAR 2000. Whoa, you blew a tire. That was me last week in the Volkswagen. Anyway, guys, have a great week. I've been the Game Bro. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that fucking bell button so you get notified every time I do something. Enjoy, guys. Good night.
Wow!